Hey, it's me. How you doing? So Sunday is my rest day, and today I stumbled across this series on Gaia television of people talking about their near-death experiences, and I have to tell you something. There's been so much that I've heard just from the first episode of this series that feels really profound, and I wanted to come share it with you, so hang in there. All right, so this is a series of many different people talking about their near-death experiences, and these are things that are coming from multiple people, and I'm trying not to be too long-winded, so I'm gonna, One of the most profound things I think I heard, though, was the idea that in the life review, this woman was shown, she was a nurse in her life, and she did all these wonderful acts, she saved lives, she helped lots of people, and all this stuff. But she said when it came to the life review and the source was showing her her acts of greatest kindness, she says they were all the things that she didn't even notice she did. Like the time she paid the difference in someone's grocery bill in line because they couldn't meet it, and how that little act of kindness rippled in that person's life so that they then paid it forward to someone else. And she was pointing out how it was all the little tiny things she did, and it was none of the big things, but all the little things that she didn't even recognize that she did that counted the most. I love that. So the next thing I heard was this man was talking about how we go through the tunnel, and he said he asked, why do we go through this tunnel? And he was shown because where we are on Earth is such a low vibrational or heavy density. The tunnel is where we raise our vibration. We're literally traveling through different densities to get to traveling through different densities to get to the density where we can be in heaven or the highest frequency. I don't know what it's called, but he said if we didn't go through that tunnel, we would not be in resonance with that place and wouldn't be able to stay there. That's why we go through the tunnel. Then he said that when he was there, he started to notice there was no sun. And so he asked, why is there no sun? I kind of lost track of what I was saying. But anyway, he was talking about how he noticed there was no sun. And he asked, and he was told that because the light comes from within everything. It's radiated from within the grass, the trees, the houses, whatever. The light comes from within. That's why there are so many colors there that we cannot see here, because the light here is outside of us. The light there is from within us. Can I just tell you how amazing it made me feel to hear that? Oh my gosh. And then the last thing I want to tell you about, even though there was so much in this show I wish I could share with you, the last thing that I want to tell you about is this woman, the woman who was the nurse. She said towards the end, she was being shown her DNA. And as a nurse, she understands what DNA is, and she's looking at it, and all these little pieces are lighting up, and Source tells her, do you see me? And she said, but that's junk DNA. And he said, no. Just like your mother and your father are in your DNA, your physical mother and father, so too am I in your DNA. And that junk DNA lit up as if to say there is physical proof in our human bodies that Source is real and part of us. Just like your physical mother, father are part of your DNAs, so too is your Source. It's in your DNA. It's not junk. Why would we call it junk? Source doesn't make junk. Ugh. That junk DNA, that is the fingerprints of Source in you, in your body. Embrace this, friends. Man, when I heard that, can I tell you, tears sprang to my eyes and I started to cry, and I'm going to cry now just talking about it, because it's this recognition that it's right here. It's right here inside of us, and we just have to see it. Just have to see it. I didn't mean to get so emotional, but for me, as someone who's very scientifically based, to hear that and then feel how true it was, something just changed in me, and I couldn't wait to share it with you. I couldn't. If you want to watch the show, it's on Gaia. I'll put the name here and you can watch it. I highly recommend it. It's a whole series of people talking about their near-death experiences. And the thing that's so important about all of these is none of them were blamed, shamed, or any of that when they were there. They were loved and accepted. And yes, they had to take accountability for the things they did to hurt other people, but it was viewed as a learning opportunity and a lesson and a chance to move forward, and never a damnation and never you're a terrible person. Instead, it was all I love you anyway, and it's okay. And that's what we're missing right now. That's what we're missing. That's what we're missing. All right, I'm done. Have a good day.